If you had the chance to rewrite your obituary, would you do it? In 1888, a man named Ludwig Nobel died in France from a heart attack, but at least one French newspaper believed that Ludwig's better-known brother Alfred had died and proceeded to write a scathing obituary branding him a, quote, merchant of death. And that's because Alfred had invented dynamite and had become hugely wealthy from nearly 100 factories that made explosives and munitions. After the erroneous obituary, one biographer said Alfred Nobel, quote, became so obsessed with his posthumous reputation that he rewrote his last will, bequeathing most of his fortune to a cause upon which no future obituary writer would be able to cast aspersions. And that cause? The Nobel Prize. The reality of death, if we respond properly, has an effect on life. It changes, or ought to change, how we live when we realize we're mortal, that we're not going to be here forever. But the reality of death is also something that can be scary. Perhaps no passage has had a more profound effect on the grieving or suffering people than Psalm 23. David's assurance that even in the valley of the shadow of death, God would be with him has given comfort to countless people. The greater than David's shepherd, Jesus, has given us the same assurance with his presence through our own valleys, and not only does he have the power over the great enemy of death, he also conquered it. We're starting a new sub-theme for our overall always theme about Jesus being with us always, and the sub-theme is in the valley. We talk about death, the death of a loved one, and more, but we also end it with the hope of heaven beyond this life. And in all of these things, of course, as our theme states, Jesus is with us always. And Stan Phipps is going to talk to us Sunday morning about In the Valley of the Shadow. Hope to see you there.